We are back on the Squad Busters Reddit today, and we're going to be checking out some posts on April's update and some things that the new community manager Adrian recently said in a Squad Live, where they spoke about, well, some things we can expect to see in the future. Okay, here it is, the Reddit post. Important, all things said in the Squad Live after hours from Adrian. So, a couple days ago, Adrian did like a Discord live stream thing where you could ask him a question and then he would respond to this question. And this here is the recap. So, this is going to take me a couple minutes to go over, but let's go over it. So the first point that Adrian made was there were a lot of questions about rotations. So I assume a lot of you guys don't like random rotations in duos or showdown or, well, not squad league modes where one guy will get a hog rider and then the other guy just won't have a hog rider. And you know how miserable that is, not having a hog rider. So Adrian's response to that was him saying that having random rotations wouldn't be an issue if the game was balanced to be a lot more fairer. So regardless of the lineup you have, you still have a chance to win a game, even with maybe a lineup you're not used to. I mean, to me, yeah, definitely. I mean, I won't play a game unless I have a hog rider and the rotations are random because you're just not gonna win unless you're in duos and your teammate can carry, but yeah. There were also a lot of questions related to the plaza. For example, should you save up your hammers or should you just spend them now? So Adrian said, do not save up the hammers. There is no plans at the moment, but eventually once the core foundations of the game are in place, they might work a little bit more on that aspect of the game. Now, another thing that Paula said a little while ago was don't save up your hammers because even if they do decide to add buildings that are useful to progression, so maybe like a coin mine, you won't be able to get that with hammers. At least that's what she said a few months ago. Not sure if they changed their minds. Now, there were also a lot of questions related to characters and when are we going to get more characters? We all really want characters. So to this, Adrian said, this is quite interesting, that there's a lot of characters already ready to go, like already ready to be released in the game. And stay tuned because soon we're going to start getting a lot more characters. But really the thing that Adrian spoke about a lot in this Squad Live is the team are fully focused on April's update because April's update is going to change the foundations of the game. So adding troops, the reason we haven't got a musketeer yet is because, well, why add a troop when you're just going to change the game in a month anyways? There were also questions about clans, and to that, he said they know they want more social features to come out soon, and they hope to implement it in the future, but again, it's not on their to-do list as of right now. Also, an idea that Adrian kind of threw out there was what happens if we could combine our chest multipliers? So maybe 2 chest doublers would get you a chest quadrupler. I mean, things like that were also some things that they spoke on, which would be huge, by the way. Adrian also said that if you have a maxed out account and spend money on the game, then the next update should allow you to be spending more money and max out some more stuff. So we're not sure what he means by that, but we'll see. There were also questions about if you should save your coins for the next update. And he says, if it's stopping you from progressing, don't save up your coins, otherwise you can. Personally, I'm saving up everything. And also a final point, he said, pay attention to the social posts that they make on Twitter or YouTube because there are some hidden secrets in the posters that could hint something. And also at the end of this Squad Live, Adrian actually said that he's already tested and played the April update. And he says it's absolutely incredible and he's really excited to show us. And the devs can't wait to share it with us when it's ready. So that's also interesting. The fact that he's already played the update. He actually also said usually it doesn't feel polished until last second when they release an update. But this time it already feels polished and pretty well done. So yeah, pretty excited for the April update. Not sure how long there is to wait. I mean, my guess is maybe this is an indicator that the April update is not going to be as late as we think. A lot of us thought it was going to get delayed till May. But the fact that he's already tested it and played it and he says it's actually pretty good, maybe it's going to be mid-April. Who knows? Anyone excited for April's update? Squad Busters devs realizing April has no big update and players are coming for them. April should be big. We heard Adrian speak about it. Apparently maxed out players are gonna have something to do now and they're also gonna change the way the game works. Like, yeah, I am believing that April will cook. They should stop nerfing Hog Rider. Barb King Ruff's minor make your squad stronger. Hog Rider makes the game playable. They are not the same. So this is a very interesting point that I've been over in one of my recent live streams. We all know if you don't have the Hog Rider, let's be honest, this game's kind of miserable to play. We've all experienced it. I've had games in Squad League where I've not gotten a Hog Rider at all. And well, I've lost because everyone else has Hogs and Max. I've played games of Showdown where a guy will get a Hog Rider, a potion, wipe me out in the first minute. There's nothing you can do about that. The only difference is they had a Hog and you didn't. But I don't know if the solution is not nerfing Hog Riders rather than maybe reworking the way Turbo works. I think the issue here is with Turbo itself. Maybe adding more troops that affect your turbo could be good as well. Gregathon is done. Quite the grind. And this guy now has an ultimate Greg. Not a bad ultimate. Would I say that's the second best ultimate in the game? The best ultimate in the game is Barbarian. Then maybe Greg or Hog Rider. One of those two. Just waiting on April. Getting chests now seems a bit less needed. Anyone else have all characters maxed out? Wow. Well, I mean, I assume you are pay to win. Like my main account, I have nothing to max out. I will say I am saving up all my stuff for April's update because we know they're going to change progression. Right now, I've saved up like 25,000 babies worth of units to upgrade, which is going to be like 30,000 star tokens. I'm hoping to get 100 star chests by the time the next update drops, and then I'm just going to max out my free-to-play account. April has to cook. Moco is in blue, Squad Busters is in red, and you can see here, this is how many people play Squad Busters. Moco came out and blew up, and then if we go to the right, this is comparing in the US, but Moco is like controlling every single region besides 2 regions that still play Squad Busters more than Moco. I will say though, if you look at this is Moco's release right here compared to Squad Busters in red. The Squad Busters release was huge. Look at this. Squad Busters for a while was absolutely huge when it released. And then, we don't talk about the rest. I will say though, Moco's definitely going down a little bit. Like it's, is it that far away from Squad Busters? I don't know. I think Squad Busters has a brighter future than Moco, in my opinion. Maybe I'm a little bit on the side of Squad Busters because I'm a YouTuber, but I just prefer the game Squad, and I feel like most people are going to come around to that and then maybe come back to Squad. The game is losing it. Oh wow, this is a lot to read. So I'll put some footage on screen while I read it. So first of all, I'm not going to hate or anything, just sharing my thoughts as a player who has been playing this game non-stop since it released in May 2024. But let's talk about the lack of content this game provides. The last time we've had a character new was in October, and it was 6 months ago, which honestly is crazy. Which is ridiculous for the game where the whole point is to build a squad. They've been teasing a musketeer since December, and I don't see a single reason why they haven't released her to this day. There were also insights, I guess leaks, of 5 other characters back in autumn that they were going to add to Spooky World, Tara, Barley, etc. Those are leaks. I wouldn't really trust leaks if I'm being honest with you, but okay. And they decided not to. There were also a couple of unreleased worlds like Arcade World, which they didn't release. They've also had every single character designed in ultimate form for forever, and we still haven't received any of them since December. They've just been redoing the same 2 events we've had during the past year. Think of it this way. Since December, the only things we received are a couple of skins and a choice from the chests. Well, I will say the duos mode, I feel like has added a lot for me at least, but yeah. The game is largely losing players, and what they decided to do is rework the battle system. They also said during a Q&A a month ago that their plan is to release 3 characters by the end of summer. They actually said 5, at least 5. And it means by the time it's August, we'll have 3 new characters in almost a year. I really hope April is not going to disappoint, but I fear they will, as we're not going to have any new ultimates or characters to the game. But I really think this is something that comes with time. As Adrian said in the Squad Live recently, they've already got loads of characters ready to go. So I think it's just about getting April's update out, and then boom, we'll start getting characters a lot more often. You know what I want them to do? Every single season, release 1 new character with the season and put it in the season pass and give us like the ultra if you get the paid pass. And if you don't get the paid pass, maybe you get a super. But like, what an easy thing they could do just to like give us troops. Anyways, the last post of today, Squad Busters is the king of promotion. Oh no. Okay, let's listen to this. 3, 4. I saw this. Yeah. Is this teasing us for the next update? Maybe. I think we'll end it there. Anyways, that's it for today's Reddit video. I'm very excited for April. I assume we're all very excited and looking forward to it. Anyways, make sure to check out my last video on screen here if you want to watch anything else from me. If you don't, well, you suck. So yeah.